Hello. I'm gonna brighten this up here. There we go. Yay, Joy. Hey, Janet. Let's see. I have to find you guys so I can see your chat. Okay. Come on, chat. Where are you? There we go. There we go. Okay. Hey, Lisa. I want to wait for some more people. Nice. Hey, everybody. Hello. Hey. Okay, I have a poll going. Hey, Missouri's in the house. Key West, Florida. Oh my gosh, are you guys okay over there? I was just watching, and New Jersey's in the house. I was just watching Ryan Hall in Indiana. Hey, Becky, good to see you too. Hey, Judy. Um, Ryan Hall showing the storm. Hey, from Ohio. Thank you. Rain and wind. He just showed a clip, a live clip, and it was so bad. Hey guys, thank you. My Fall for Jesus, He Never Leaves. I got this last year. I love it. I can't believe it's cool enough to where I can bring it out. Hey, from Georgia, you guys the storm is headed right for you. The hurricane is coming right for Middle Tennessee. I mean, it'll be a storm by the time it hits us, but Western Pennsylvania, Montana. Hey, Pat, I'm glad you caught me live. Hey, Terry, hopefully you guys are good. Alabama in the house, Colorado. You guys are signing in from all over. Wonderful. Peachtree City, Georgia, I love it. Ohio, hey, Connie, thank you. Midland, is that Texas? TZS? Hola, Gloria. Hey. Yes. Okay, good news. Ernie's on his way. Rochester, New York. I love New York. Ernie had to put me on the plane, kicking and screaming. Hi from Chicago. Haven't been there yet, but I heard it is a pretty darn clean city. Indiana, have not ever been there. Texas, love Texas, of course. My dad's from Texas, born and raised in Kent, Texas. And if you go to the Pecos Museum, you will find my great grandfather's saddle, boots, and belt buckle, and I believe his hat sitting in the Pecos Museum. He was the last pioneer. Love Ryan Hall. He is so on Branson, Missouri. Ooh, Branson. That's like a destination place. Oh, thank you, Denise. Yes. Yes, Ryan Hall's awesome. Hey, Maria. Sorry, Iris. I don't know why it's doing that. Not sure why. Okay. Let's see how many people we got on here. I want to wait for a few more. Ernie's on his way home. They canceled work. I know I said in today's video that he wasn't coming, and he wasn't. He was going to stay, but they shut the job down and for the rest of the week. And so yeah, I just signed on right now, Maria, at 6 p.m. You guys got to make sure to hit the bell notifications. I want to have my mouth, my hair. I just did my hair. Just took a shower and everything after a very busy day and productive day. You guys will see that tomorrow. No, he's driving. He's driving. He couldn't get a flight. And he said, I'm not staying if we're not working tomorrow or Friday, so I'm coming home. So he decided to drive. So he's on his way. Um, yes, Michigan. You live in California. Aurelia. Thank you, Mary. Yes, I'm glad he's coming home too. Hey, Phoenix. So my son and daughter-in-law are there, and they said that right now that Arizona's having their last hoorah of summer. So he said, "Hey, girl, Sherry's on." Janice, interstate in Florida is crazy. Yeah, he's already in Georgia, so I can't see you in the tub. Hey, Houston in the house. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Iris from South Georgia. I'm so bad at my, I don't know North, like if I was in California, I could tell you Northeast, South and West and all that, but I can't from here in Tennessee. I get so lost. Yes, prayers for a safe trip for him because he already, the outer bands of the hurricane's already hitting. So he got a lot of rain, but it stopped at the border of Florida and Georgia. And I told him, well, I said, there's a nice storm heading through Atlanta right now because I like to watch the radar when he's driving. You might not be able to fly back. Yeah. It causes all kinds of craziness. So, all right. So that is why I have you guys on here. I'm postponing my meet and greet. And the reason why, if you go to Ryan Hall, y'all, and just watch the video that he put out earlier, just an hour or so ago, that storm is coming straight up through and right through Middle Tennessee. They're calling for heavy rain, 4 inches and above here. And I'm not going to put people on on the road. I don't think people are going to want to travel on that day, so I'm going to postpone it. And I'll just let you guys know when I'm going to do it again. But I just think that it would be a mute point to be there because I wouldn't drive. Not that any of you guys aren't important. Of course you are. But I just feel like it's putting people's safety at danger, and you just never know. Here in Middle Tennessee, I showed you guys a storm in today's video, and that's just a regular storm. So imagine a hurricane turning into a storm coming and picking up all that water and coming up to Middle Tennessee. It's going to be pretty bad. And when they're calling for 4 inches, when Ryan Hall is saying 4 inches and above for us, I tend to listen to him because before we moved here, when we were still in California, I was watching the weather because we were moving around Christmas, and all I kept thinking was, I want a white Christmas, I want a white Christmas. And he was the only one at that point that was calling for that crazy storm that we had, like the day the truck arrived and unloaded us here in Tennessee. That night, the storm hit where we had like 0-degree temps, -3. I don't know, it was crazy. Never had that kind of weather in my life. So, yeah, yeah, yes, Jeanette, it is crazy. It is picking up all kinds of water. Oh gosh, Iris and Jeanette, I hope you guys stay safe. It's coming across Georgia. They say you're going to get straight. Yeah, possible tornadoes. There's already tornadoes. There's tornado warnings already in West Virginia. And there was a couple in, I think, North Carolina or South Carolina already just today, just like an hour ago. So, yeah, it's definitely not going to be a good idea to have the meet and greet. And I'm totally fine with that. I'd be, hey, Nidra, yay. I definitely would like to see everybody just be safe, hunker down, make your soup, stay home, enjoy the weather, enjoy your Friday. That's what we'll be doing. I told Ernie that we will be lighting the fire because, yes, because that tornado wasn't too far from you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. The old so-and-so, if you guys have not visited her channel, she's here in Tennessee near me. Um, Go check out her channel. She is probably laughing at me saying, girl, the weather is not that bad. Oh, as Californians in rain, we just don't know what to do with it. But 4 inches is a lot. And especially if you're, you don't want to be out there driving. I don't like driving in it. We get dumped on here, like dumped on. I call it whiteout rain because I can't even see my neighbor's house when it's raining that hard. Um, well, let's go shopping. We don't need to wait for a meet and greet. Yeah. Thank you, gal. I appreciate that. Can I do your hair video? Today I did a little different because I'm hiding the gray. I'm very good at doing that. I guess I'm not hiding it, right? It's getting long. So it's a little, I have a little bit more movement. I can do lots of different things with it now. So that's really fun. So the fridge is coming between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So not only did this company give me $600 off, and they had it in stock, and they arranged the earliest delivery as possible for me, but they arranged the earliest delivery time on the day that they're delivering, which is amazing. I think that that is so nice. Hey, Adrian. I can do a hair video. I actually, when I was doing this, I said somebody's going to ask how I get my hair to do this, but oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Uh, so thank you. Thank you. I went light because I'm trying to hide the gray, but as you can see, I'm sneaking dark back in there. Hey, Brandy. So yeah, so they are an amazing company. It's called Electronics Express here in Murfreesboro. So if anybody's near looking for appliances, they're amazing. When we first moved our kids out here, I bought them a washer and dryer from there. They bought their refrigerator from there. In the mall, actually, they have a dent and scratch store, the same company. So you can go in there. Um, my refrigerator is beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm going to be doing a restock setup of the new fridge video. I'll film that tomorrow. So you guys will see that on Friday. It's a beautiful fridge. What products do I use? So I have, actually, let me go grab them and I'll show you. Here I come. Oh, lives are so funny. I invited another YouTuber to jump on, so hopefully she signs on. Okay, so this is what I use before I blow dry. It's Nairobi. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm not even going to try Nairobi. Nairobi. And I just put a little bit in my hand and rub it through the ends of my hair, and it helps. It's not a mousse. It acts like a mousse, but it's not. And it helps so that I can put my hair in a direction, the direction I want it to go. And then when I'm all done doing my hair, I put this on it. A little bit of this oil, and I just rub that through the ends, not at the scalp level. And that's it. And I use a small round brush to blow dry this all in the direction that I want it to go. And then I use a large one for back here. And if we go out, I typically will rat my hair or back brush it. Sometimes I just do it with my fingers like that. And yeah, that's what I do. It's super easy. It's an easy hairstyle. So, yeah, refrigerators. That's why I feel blessed. Like God is good because I looked and looked. So this refrigerator I want, I'll just tell you it matches my kitchen, okay? I wanted this when we first moved in, but of course I had a working fridge. A lot of you guys said that you think that the guy who came to repair my ice maker maybe did something. I don't think so. I think that because he said it was a loose filter. And when I told Ernie that, he was like, how? Like, there's only one way you can put the filter in. I don't believe this gentleman would do that to me. He's a local business owner, and I know he wouldn't. Okay, he was a good man, and he wouldn't do anything on purpose. I think he just got lucky, and it fixed my ice maker for a minute. But I think my fridge has been on the verge of going out. Now let me give you the history. Now that's a KitchenAid, and it's top of the line. I spent good money on that. And I thought I'm the dummy that thought, oh, I'm buying a good brand. I'm spending a lot of money. Therefore, it's going to last me for years. When in reality, nothing is lasting. And it's a whole thing. This is created by design so that you have to buy a new fridge in 5 to 7 years or whatever. My mom had the same fridge. I feel like my whole childhood, they moved to the fridge. Everywhere we moved, the fridge went. That's what I feel like. It was a brown, fridge. Or was it green? I don't remember. I don't know. It was whatever. It was our fridge. And now they just don't. I do. Ulta, actually, my hairdresser in California gave me this when she found out I was moving to Tennessee. She said, with the humidity, you're going to need that. So she gave that to me for free. And then this I just get at, where did I get this? Probably just like Walmart or something. Any kind of good oil. So this is a Moroccan oil. It smells so good. Like my hair smells like I just came from the salon. You know that beautiful salon smell? Yeah, it's planned so that they break down and you have to buy a new one or get it repaired. Like any refrigerator appliance repair person will tell you that appliances are just not made the way they are supposed to be. They're made to break. They're not made to last. So anyways, when we first got that fridge, I immediately was disappointed with how little ice it made. Like it didn't make ice fast enough to keep up with the family. Because when we bought it, we had just done our kitchen remodel, and we did Sunday dinner every Sunday. So all the kids and grandkids came over every Sunday, and that ice machine got a workout, and we'd run out of ice. So on Sunday, Ernie would have to go to the store and buy bags of ice so that we'd have ice for our Sunday dinner. And yeah, everything's throwaway these days. Thank you, China. Thank you. So anyways, what else where was I cut off track there for a second? Oh my gosh. Anyways, so I was disappointed with that. Okay, so fast forward, sold the house. It went to storage for a year. And then we took it out of storage when we bought our other house where the kids moved in. And one day, like right after we moved in, we came home to find that the door had been left ajar. And the refrigerator was making this horrible sound. And ever since then, we've had little issues with the ice maker. It always seemed to correct itself. So we didn't think much of it. So I think that it sat open and got overheated for a long time, for hours. And it just was never the same after that. So it's not his fault. He came and it was worth $120, the service fee, to have ice for the 2 weeks that we had ice. That was the most expensive ice ever. Thank you, Jennifer. I know. I still want my flip phone. Thank you, Paul. I love you too, girl. Oh boy. You have some very dear friends near the hurricane. Gosh. Hey, Joanne. I'm praying for all of you guys affected too, or in the path. Oh my gosh, Montgomery Ward. When is the last time you guys heard Montgomery Ward? That's where my sister worked. When my mom, I used to go there shopping. I would go buy my mom a dress or some towels for her bathroom. I felt rich with my $80 paycheck from back in the day. And I always wanted to spend it on my mom because she never, ever bought anything for herself. If you're a mom, you kind of understand that. So I would go and to Montgomery Ward's and I'd get her a dress or new towels for the bathroom or little rugs or something. Hey, Frida. Yes, I'm praying for everybody too. I know, Laura, I can't believe you jinxed yourself when you put the countertop on. Like, I totally did. Oh my gosh, yes, Montgomery Ward. I miss that store. I miss J.C. Penney's. I miss Montgomery Ward's. I was just telling my daughter-in-laws the other day about Sabikas and Dittos and dolphin shorts. And so they were looking up the Sabikas, or my daughter-in-law here was looking up the Sabikas, and she showed, I said, yeah, man, those were the shoes. Everybody wanted Sabikas. Those were the shoes. And we wore Kmart. Oh, miss Kmart. And then we all wanted the Sabikas with the Dittos. Jams, yep, jams. Yep. Hey, from Maryland. Kmart. Blue light specials. Weren't they the ones that gave the coupons out too? Or the, who gave oh, you could collect them. Coins or blue something. Dittos. Brands. I totally gave my age away when I said dittos. Hills Department Store. Sears. Mervyn's. Oh. Mervyn's, yes. Green Stamps, yes. Kohl's is the new Mervyn's now, right? Kohl's is the new one. If anybody is just now signing on and didn't hear the announcement, I'll make sure to put this on my community tab and on Instagram, and make sure everybody knows. But I am postponing the meet and greet due to weather on Friday. So if you're just signing on and missed that, I am postponing Friday's meet and greet. Kmart always had the fresh popped popcorn smell when you walked in. Yeah, Target's that one now. You worked at Mervyn's for 16 years. I remember when Ross opened in our little town where we lived in San Diego. It's called Claremont. And hey, Laverne from New Mexico. Mervyn's had the best uniforms when my boys were in school. Yes. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying already. I'm trying to read and think and talk at the same time. It's like walking and chewing gum, ham and no burger. A mess. Ernie is coming home. For those of you who just joined, he is coming home. He's on his way right now. They canceled work, shut the job down for the remainder of the week due to weather. He's in Gainesville, and that was the first town that DeSantis called a whatever he called emergency something. So they shut the job down and he's coming home. He said, I'm not hanging around for this. So he's on his way home now. He should be home in about 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. Hey, gal, hopefully you stay safe. Yes, pasting the stamps in the book. That's what I remember. Yes, the mushroom shoes. No, I'm going to have to look that up. Let me look up mushroom shoes. I have to look up mushroom shoes now. Mushroom shoes. From what era? What year? Gemco. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you just said Gemco. Yes, Gemco was amazing. I have to move this because I got to get my fan. I'm starting to sweat. Okay, maybe it's not cold enough for maybe it's not cold enough for my sweatshirt. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. I'll put my ceiling fan on. Why isn't it going on? Emergency. Please hold. What? got going on to do? Power on. What's happening? There we go, but I don't want the light on. Is the light good? Okay. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. I'm sweating, my goodness. Earth shoes, Mervyn's in the 1980s, yes. Carmela, stop to watch. Oh, Carmela, be safe, please. I'm praying over your home. Praying over your home. Hey, Sandy, welcome. Green stamps on the books with a wet sponge. I love it. The 911 for the fan. Yeah. Gotta have it. I know it's like not the, you know, everybody has to have the pretty house with the pretty things. My house is pretty, but it's practical. I have a peepee house, pretty and practical. I have a halo. Oh, no, I do not deserve a halo. I'm a heathen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the sweatshirt's cool. Fall for G's. I got it last year at Walmart here, actually. I have to have a fan when I sleep too. A PVOs. Thank you, Laura. I have to have a fan too. If there's not a fan, a ceiling fan at the Airbnb, I will not rent it. I have to have it. Yes, we are all heathens. Yep. Most important thing is that we ask for forgiveness every day because we're sinners every day, aren't we? Oh, thank you, Nidra. You know, it's funny, people say that. We had those very short dresses. We had undies of the same material, but you wore it over your panties. Can't remember. Bloomers? I don't have an Alexa because it's bad enough that my phone and my TV and everything else in the house listens to me. That Alexa freaked me out. I'm okay. Have you guys love, I already told you guys this, the last live. Marie, everybody loves Raymond. I'm Marie. I'm her. Like if you, this is good. I'm gonna do a thing right now. I'm gonna ask a question. Let's see. Well, I can't do it because there's already a poll going. Okay. If you were a sitcom mom, what sitcom mom would you be? I'm Marie from Everybody Loves Raymond. I feed my boys. I worry about my boys. I'm the grandma and the mom. You know, like when Marie walks in and says, "Who did it?" Because I ask my grandkids all the time, "Is anybody bullying you? Does Letha need to go to jail? Does she need to go to jail? Does she need to go take care of it? Does she need to hire somebody to go take care of it?" Like, I'm Marie. Like I'm super protective when it comes to my four walls. I'm extremely protective when it comes to my four walls. Roseanne, I love that. Oh, I love Roseanne. Let's see. Alexa would be bored listening to me. Oh my gosh. I need to know. Hey, Nova Scotia, Canada. Hey, Paula. Yeah, think. I'm definitely Marie. It's freaking hilarious. And when I say that to people, they laugh because they're like, "Oh my God, you're her." Marie too. My family is my everything. Yep. 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 100%. Yes. Okay, so I was wanting to tell you guys a story while I was doing today's video, but I couldn't because I sped it up. It's like a 19-minute video. And I didn't want it to be too long. So I wanted to tell you guys, because I'm doing this bathroom makeover, I'm older now, so I won't do things that I did in my 20s and my 30s, and Ernie's very thankful for that. So we bought our first home, and Our first home was you walked in and it was a small living room, dining room, and then an eat-in kitchen to the right. And then you went through, there was a hallway, and there was a door here to a bedroom that had French doors out to a patio. And then right here was a bathroom, and there was a bedroom. And then all the way down the hall at the back of the house was another bedroom that had a door to the outside, and it had the laundry closet. And it was just an old house and it needed a lot of work. I mean, most people, that's what they buy, right? A fixer-upper. So Ernie and I spent every dime we had. A matter of fact, we bought that house and both sets of parents came to see the house that we had bought and they were mortified. They were so sad for us because it needed so much work. But we didn't have money. We didn't care. We were like, we bought a house. We thought it was like a castle, it was a castle. We bought a house. We were so like proud of ourselves. It had mauve colored walls, mauve colored carpeting, and it was overgrown. The backyard was a junkyard, huge backyard, and it had a catamaran in the backyard. I mean, it was, hey, Lenore, I'm so happy. Yes, gal. You're Deborah, Mimi. I love it. So, our family was mortified. So, our parents helped as best they could. Ernie's dad came over with a machete and he started cutting vines down and cut our cable and stuff in the meantime. My parents helped us by buying us new carpet, but it was new old carpet, new used carpet. So it was from a house that was brand new, and so then it was new to me. So my parents bought that for us. I painted, and we had no money, but it was a very joyous time of our life because I thrifted and estate sold my heart out. And that's when HGTV first became very popular. So I HGTV'd everything. I mean, I did that beautiful, one day I'll go in the attic. Well, this winter, when I get that attic door organized, I'll find the pictures of our home and that we eventually were able to remodel. We only added a corner to the house, like 400 square feet, but we changed the whole interior. So it was a whole new house. It was wonderful. Anywho, that's when I became the biggest DIYer. Well, one day, okay, we had three boys. It was a 3-bedroom, and I felt like we needed more living space than we did sleeping space. And so in my brain, I'm thinking, that wall shouldn't be here. That bedroom that's behind the wall with the doors, the French doors out to the patio, needs to be a part of the living room. So I'm going to take that down. I'm going to surprise Ernie. So he goes off to work, and I was the wife that got up at 4 a.m. every morning. I made my husband a hot breakfast. I still to this day would do this. Hot breakfast. I made him a delicious lunch, and I always waited at the door to see when he pulled up so I could put his hot plate of food on the table. I prided myself on that. So I got up, got him off to work, and got the boys off to school, and I went to work. I got the sledgehammer. So first thing I did was I moved the boys all into the master. So I had to clear the master bedroom out. I moved all the boys into the master bedroom because it was the largest of the 3 rooms. And I moved Ernie and I into the very back bedroom with the outdoor door and the closet. And that became our bedroom. And I went to work with the sledgehammer and I knocked the wall down in between the living room and that other bedroom. And I worked on that wall all day. I mean, I took that whole sucker down. Well, there was a thing, it's called a beam that holds the house up. It was, about like that in the middle of the room. And I didn't want it there because I wanted one room. So I worked on that frickin' beam all day long with a sledgehammer to get it down. and I was dumping the debris out the back door onto the driveway. So we were when the front of the house we were at street level. When you got to the back of the house, it went down. So we had like steps to go down. I was throwing everything over that balcony, and I was so proud of myself that I did that. And Ernie came home, so I went out to the back balcony because we had a gate. And I was waving him in, like back the truck in, so I could get all the debris the wall that I had taken down. And it turns out he came home sicker than a dog. And I can count on one hand how many times that guy has ever been sick. And when he gets sick, he gets sick. I'm like, he'll go to work sick. But I mean, when he's down and out, I know he's not doing good. He came home really sick that day. So I ended up having to put the wall in the back of his truck so that he could take it to the dumpsters at work. Anyways, so that is how I expanded my first house, and it turned out wonderful. I called a carpet guy the next day, and I had him come and take carpet out of the bedroom closet, the master bedroom closet, and patch the carpet down the center. I mean, it was something, you guys. And then I decided that I was going to remodel the bathroom, the front bathroom. So I took a sledgehammer to that one day too. Thank God I didn't bust any pipes. And Ernie came home, and I remember him walking by that opening, and then he stopped and he backed up and he looked and he was all, "What did you do?" I said, "I wanted to remodel the bathroom. We just need to get like a tile guy." And oh my gosh, you guys, that one he made me pay for. I had to wait on that one. So that's how I got. And then when I started threatening to do the kitchen, and we ended up remodeling, and the only part of the house that was old was the kitchen. And when I started threatening that, that's when we bought our first brand new house. So I am I'm a sledgehammer. So those are the kind of things that I would do. I took on any project. Nothing scared me at all. A matter of fact, our very first house that we moved into was a rental. It was a 900 square foot little 2 bedroom, 1 bath cottage. Love that house. Had the best landlords ever, Sydney and Cy. They were amazing. And yeah, to this day, Sydney, God rest his soul, he passed away. I believe Cy is still alive. They were amazing landlords. I would still send them after we moved because we only bought a house a block away from there. So we saw them all the time, but I would still send them a Christmas card every year to the best landlords ever. They were amazing. And they put a fence up for the kids. Ernie built a patio and a backyard fence and put a washer and dryer hook up and a patio cover, and they took that off the rent. So it was amazing. They were like amazing. Just made our lives amazing. So anyways, they hold on, let me catch up on some DIYer. Yeah. So anyways, that house, when I would get the carpets cleaned, you guys are going to crack up at this. What was I thinking? I don't know. But when I would get the carpets cleaned in that house, my idea of getting the carpet cleaned was I didn't want them to go around my furniture. So I would take all the furniture out of the house and put in the front yard. We lived in San Diego, like walking distance to the beach. So it was beautiful weather all the time. Yes, I would take everything out to the front yard. Sofas by myself, beds, dressers, nightstands, dining room table, you name it, all sitting out in the front, to the point where people would go by and say, "Are you having a yard sale?" "No, ma'am. I'm just getting my carpets cleaned today." I wanted my carpets cleaned from like corner to corner underneath the furniture. I mean, you guys, I was crazy. Oh my gosh. Hey, Marianne. Yes, yes. But fearless. Galveston. I love Galveston. Galveston. I went with my sister, 2 sisters and nieces, 3 nieces there, the ones that live in Texas. You would do the same thing. Ernie will tell you that he never knew. He would trip over furniture when he'd come home because I was never satisfied with furniture placement, ever. It was like my fun thing to do as a stay-at-home mom. I would just When we first moved into that house, we had no yard equipment or anything. And I remember Mr. Jackson, who lived around the corner, we called him the Gopher Man because one day I saw him out in my yard setting a gopher trap, one of those horrible claw things. And I went out there. I said, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" He said, "I got a gopher." He goes, "I'm going to take care of it for you." And I was like, "That doesn't look humane." That looks scary. Everybody called him the Gopher Man. That's how he got rid of him. Um, Anyways, I had no yard equipment, so I would go out there with the spoon. I remember I had a hat on and I had a bucket and I was sitting on the bucket and I had a spoon, an old spoon, and I was digging the weeds out of the grass. And he came over and that's how I met him. Was he was like, "Wow, you really have a love for gardening." And I was like, "No, I really don't," because I didn't at that point. And I said, "I just don't have any garden tools." So it was pretty funny. Yeah. Hey, New Zealand's in the house. Oh, it's Thursday afternoon there. So tell us, what does the future hold? Sartell, Minnesota. I could write a book. Ooh, let me tell you what, I probably could. It'd be a juicy one too. Oh, family drama. I got so much family drama. Well, I mean, who wouldn't with as many kids as my family, right? The thing is that, no, I'm not going to get into it. Anyways, Wonder Woman. I wish. I used to be. My mom, I wish I would have listened to her. She would come over and she would say, "You need to not do that kind of stuff. One day you can take care of your back. One day you're going to regret what you do." Frisco, Texas, in the house. Hey, Maria. Thank you. I never know if I should share my cooking with you guys because I do come from a big family, Felicia. I'm one of 15, second to youngest. Yes. My dad is one of nine, and each one of those, well, except for one auntie who didn't have any children, he had seven siblings that all had large families as well. So lots of cousins and aunties and uncles, tias, tios. My mom is the only child, so no family except her cousins we called Auntie. My Aunt Marie, she was my favorite auntie ever. She was the French woman that drove around. Everybody knew her as the French woman that drove around on her moped in town. She would have us over for Belgian waffles on the weekends. Bring the kids over, and they spoke. So I love their accent. When I went to, actually, my daughter-in-law's dad just messaged me a picture of him and his dad. He just got home from Paris. I told you my one daughter-in-law is Frenchican, just like me. So, but her dad is French and her mom's Mexican. My dad's Mexican. My mom's French. Her dad went to visit his dad in Paris, and he just got home, and he sent me pictures of his dad because when I first met his dad, my mom had been gone for quite some time, and I haven't heard her accent in many years. And I walked in the house, and I could hear them speaking French. And my daughter-in-law, my oldest son's wife, Tiffany, the one that I always ask you guys to pray for, she's trilingual. She speaks Spanish fluently, French fluently, and English, of course, because she spent her summers in France with her grandparents. And so I heard the French, and so I went to where the French was coming from. It was Jean-Luc and his dad, and so Jean-Luc introduced me to his dad, and they started talking, and I just lost it, and I got so embarrassed, and I ran into the kitchen, and I looked like for something to clean my nose and eyes with, and my daughter-in-law came running in. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I said, I haven't heard my mom's accent in so many years, and they sound just like her, because French are very dramatic when they talk. Somebody, you guys, it's so funny because the comments you have to deal with on YouTube are freaking hilarious. Like it's funny to me that these people who say these types of things think that they are so relevant in a complete stranger's life that it's okay to say these things. But I talk with my hands. Now, I say my mother is French, but her real dad was Italian. But she was raised by a Flemish man, her dad, her pop. That's who raised her. So that is her, I didn't even know about her dad until many years later. But I think that's, I get the Italian. I think this is where I get it from. I talk with my hands. And so this one woman commented on my video to quit moving my hands when I talked because it distracted her. I wanted to through the phone, man. I was like, is she joking me right now? Is she kidding me right now? Is she going to come to my channel and tell me how to talk? Oh my gosh, some of the comments, you guys, that I have to delete are freaking hilarious. It's just that complete, I would never go to a complete stranger's page and criticize them. You know what I'm saying? And I can guarantee you, if you've met me in person, if you've seen me in person, then you probably will say you agree with this. You would not say those things to my face. I guarantee you. Yes, I'm a talker with my hands. And also I can now I cannot comment without exclamation marks, because when you guys say nice things to me, if I just put a period, I'm not matching your energy, and I have to match your energy with an exclamation mark. So, and then when I put that, I'm like, Anna, why are you doing exclamation marks? And because just typing now and putting a period seems very boring, and I don't want you guys to think you're boring. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. What else? What other comments have I got? I told you guys last time that somebody told me I was materialistic. Uh, oh gosh, what else? Oh, the one person, Sherry, you agree, right? The one person who told me that I need to go on a diet. That's why my back hurts. Yeah. This thing right here could get you hurt if you meet people in real life. I just want to say, keyboard warriors, that's who we're raising to these days. I speak a little bit of French, and only the French to greet, because we only spoke it, and we only spoke very few words of it. I don't speak French. Bonjour, comment allez-vous, little things like that, because when my mom's family would come from France, we had our little cousin that we would play with, and so, we had to say little things in French. I don't even have a good accent when it comes to French. Spanish, I speak that more. Now, if you didn't speak Spanish and you heard me speaking Spanish, you would say, wow, you're bilingual. But if you speak Spanish and I still say things funny, but if you speak Spanish and you hear me speaking Spanish, you'd be like, wow, she's really uneducated. I don't conjugate well. When I'm stuck in a situation where I don't have to speak it and somebody can translate it, all three of my boys are bilingual. All three of them. It was very important to me that my boys were fluent in Spanish because my mother-in-law did not speak English. It's part of their culture, and I wanted my boys to speak the language of their race, and they are Mexican Americans, and I wanted them to speak. My two older boys also speak French, so they're also trilingual. My youngest son does not speak French, but he speaks Spanish. So two older boys, trilingual. My youngest son is Spanish and English, bilingual. And me, I don't know what I am. A mess, that's what I am. The only time that I have to is when, and I do it well, if I do say myself, is when I have to. But one time we went to Tijuana, that's where Ernie's his mom's mom lived. And so we went to go visit her. And as we're driving to her house, his aunt's house, we're passing by Ernie sees old friends, because my husband was born in Mexico, but he came to the States when he was 12. He is a American citizen. His dad came first, and then he brought the family over. They're all American citizens. They all came into our country the right way, just like my mom did as well. It was not cheap, but my husband is an American citizen, and he considers himself an American. He's he always says Mexico never did anything for me. So, anyways, we went to go visit his grandma, and he saw friends there. And then his mom wanted to go see her neighbor, and everybody split. And they left me with Ernie's grandma, who doesn't speak a lick of English, and she had only met me once before. And so we're sitting there in his Thea's house, and I'm like, you know, she's just smiling at me, sweetest little old lady. I'll remember her forever. Just sitting there with her long braids. Ernie's mom and aunts would always braid her hair. She always had two braids, and just the sweetest thing. And so I all I could say was "¿Quieres café?" And oh, sí, gracias. So I got up and I went and hunted in the kitchen. And in Mexico, they drink instant coffee, and so I got her coffee, and we sat and we chatted. Sparsely, but we chatted. We were able to communicate. So when I'm in those positions, I can speak Spanish just fine. When I without fear of somebody judging me, and I don't get nervous, then I can speak Spanish. But I still don't conjugate very well, but I get my point across. And Ernie's mom speaks Spanglish too, so it's funny to listen to us because she speaks half English, half Spanish to me. I talk the same to her, so we have our own language, if you will. Exactly. I'm Lucy, Ernie's Ricky. I actually did a short on that. It's so funny. Oh, thank you, Judy. Hey, swim, Hunter, hunting, swimming Hunter. That's what I'm going to call you. Yes. It's funny. My boys are not teaching their kids Spanish. They're not. It's very sad. Very sad. Um, Thank you, Lisa. Oh, gracias. Pero, no. Yo no habla español bien. I don't conjugate well at all. Yes. Yes. You speak Pig Latin. Is that real, Sherry? You speak Spanish, Gloria? That's awesome. Most people from California do. Most people do. Uh-huh. So in my dad's family, so like all my older siblings, my dad's kids from his first marriage, they all speak Spanish. They were all fluent in Spanish. My Most of my cousins are fluent in Spanish because most of my dad's brothers and sisters married Mexicans and they spoke Spanish in the house. So um, it's pretty cool. But we did not learn how to speak. Well, let me see. Jeff and Jay, my uncle Johnny and Aunt Chata, they didn't teach the kids Spanish. So there's a couple families where we didn't learn how to speak Spanish. I'm deaf. I wear a hearing aid. For those of you guys who don't know, I wear hearing aids. And I am legally deaf. I have to have these guys in. Sometimes on my videos, you'll hear them beep. My left one is not working right now, and I need to go get it fixed. And Ernie's going to be really mad because when he left, he said, "Please make the appointment." And I said, "I'm fine. I can hear." He said, "No, you can't. You couldn't hear the guy on the phone. I've been talking to you for 30 minutes. You didn't hear me." Don't tell him. Um, I know you're listening, Ernie. He listens when I'm live when he's driving. Hey, babe, drive safe. Don't look at your phone. Italian, he does. That's awesome. Uh, Lucy, you have a good friend that could be Ethel. Hey, y'all could be Ethel. Any one of you guys. Your son is. Oh, I already read that. I have selective hearing. I think all wives do. Actually, all husbands do. No, I've been deaf. I started going deaf when I was in sixth grade. I started losing my hearing when I was in sixth grade. And I finally went and got hearing aids after years of people begging me to go get them because I was so used to not hearing. And I remember when they put the hearing aids in and I could hear everything. It actually was so overstimulating that I was agitated for a good 2 weeks because I heard birds I hadn't heard. I mean, little noises like even the blinker sound in the car or the wheels on the shopping carts. All of those little tiny noises that most people can hear that you take for granted, I didn't hear for many years. And so it was very agitating for like 2 weeks. I was overstimulated. It was too much. I would pull them out of my ears, and hold on to them, and then I'd put them back in, and it was crazy. Hey, Kathy. Thank you, Naomi. You guys are all my Ethels. That's right. Oh, thank you. NASCAR Nana Gang official. I like that. You must like NASCAR. We do live in a noisy world for sure. Sometimes it's nice, right? Oh, I cried too. Well, actually, I cried because I had been telling everybody for years that I was deaf in my left ear, so to tell me things in my right ear. And when I went to finally get my hearing aids and they did my hearing test, my hearing in my right ear was actually worse than my hearing in my left ear, which is really crazy and made me cry. So that was wild. And so what's funny is I only have my right hearing aid right now and I hear just fine. I mean, if I take it out, I can tell that I can't hear well in both ears, but yeah, it's pretty funny. Of doves. We have ducks, and I miss them every freaking time. I have my camera ready to go. They could fly over in the evening every night, and they're V shape and they're so loud and obnoxious, but I still love them. And they fly right over me. And so sometimes I run out there and I don't get it on camera. I'm trying. So if I ever do and you guys get to see that, no, I tried really hard. So I decorated today the powder room. I can't wait to paint the rest of the bathroom. Um, yeah, that's awesome, Jeanette. Yeah, I haven't been to a doctor in a while for this. Oh, I know. They don't cover. I had to pay cash for my hearing aids, and they were not cheap. It's terrible. Something needs to be done about our insurance. It's horrible for people. Hey, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. Okay. I'm trying to think of another story I could tell you guys about me. I mean, I've got all kinds, but I'm trying to think of uh, something that I could tell you guys. Hold on. Okay. I saw this picture today. Oh, isn't that beautiful? There's a girl that I follow on Instagram, the Thrifting Pilot. I think it's the Thrifting Pilot. I'm gonna look right now. Um, yes, let me see if that's who it is. Because oh yes. So the Thrifting Pilot on Instagram, she collects the cabbageware. You guys have to go check out her cabbageware post. Oh my gosh. My most embarrassing recently, can I just tell you my most embarrassing? This just happened while I was having the study built out. Oh my gosh. I was doing my makeup. So I was in text with the guy who did my study, and he always texts me every morning, I'll be here at this time because I'm very whenever somebody's working in my home, I require that they give me a time of when they are going to arrive and a time when they are going to be complete because I need to plan my day and my life. And I hate when people are working in my house. So I need to know there's going to be a time when, I'm not going to have people in my house. So, and then I'm okay. So, anyways, he would text me every morning and he would say, "Hey, Anna, I'm going to be closer to 9 o'clock this morning. And I would say, "Okay, great." So I put that away. I'm doing my makeup and I'm looking and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I have a white eyelash." And I remember, no, it was an eyebrow, a white eyebrow. It's in here somewhere. And I remember my sister, she's 2 years older than me. I was telling her last time I saw her, I was like, "You have something in your eye, like on your eyelash." And she goes, "I do not. It's a gray eyelash." And I was like, "Oh, your eyelashes go gray?" And she goes, "Yes." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." Anyways, I'm doing my makeup and I noticed that it was either a gray, I can't check because it's on my phone. It was a gray eyelash or a gray eyebrow. And I pulled it out, so I don't remember. I'll have to look at my text. But I texted Ernie and I said, "Oh my God, babe, I have a gray eyelash." We'll call it eyelash. And I said, "I have a gray eyelash. Oh my God." And I said something like, "I'm getting old," or something like that. And then I got the text back from him saying, "They do that? I didn't know they did that." And I was all, "Yeah." And after I typed "yeah," I went, "Oh my God." I texted it to Mike, the guy that was building. Oh my God. So when he showed up, I opened the door and I sat there and I was like, "I'm totally not flirting with you. I'm totally not a creeper old lady." I thought I was texting that to Ernie, but okay, now you know. People get gray eyelashes. Oh my God. And I walked away and he was cracking up. And I was like, "Geez Louise, Anna, that was the most embarrassing thing recently." Oh my gosh. You got to be careful with texting. So I never say anything bad about people, so I don't have to worry about that. But I did hear, if you have an iPhone, listen up. I saw this story that this woman got fired because she was talking bad about her boss. Um, he totally told people that story. Freaking hilarious. Yeah, as a cougar. Oh, we all have our moments. Anyways, so I'm reading the story, and so she was with her coworker, and she was talking smack on her boss, and um, and her phone, her watch phone thingy, whatever that thing is you guys have, people have, um, typed out the whole conversation and texted it without her permission because she had work people in her contacts and she was saying the name of the person, texted it to them without her permission. And I read that and I was like, "Oh, that's a lie. That doesn't happen." So I texted it to my daughter-in-laws and I said, "Oh my gosh, you guys," because they all have iPhones and they're always getting on me and Ernie's case, telling us, that we need to get iPhones and we're just not iPhone people. And I said, "Oh my gosh, read this story. You guys better be careful. And I said, "But I don't think it's true." My daughter-in-law texted back. She goes, "Yes, it is. It happened to me a few years ago." And I said, "Oh my gosh." And I said, "Well, that's why you don't talk behind people's back. You tell them to your face." I'm always getting in trouble for telling people to their face. But that's why you don't talk behind people's back. You got to tell people to their face. You don't talk behind their back. Right? Am I right? Yeah, Big Brother is always watching and listening. Old timers moment. Yep. Old timers moment. I just saw a pretty crazy story on Instagram via one of the sheriffs here in Middle Tennessee that has me a little freaked out. horrible. No, nothing. Even your TV. I mean, I could be, well, let's see. If we all talk right now about, you guys type something that we talk about. If I'm what did I say? I was talking about eyelashes, or I mentioned this hair product or whatever. Now that's going to show up in our news feed on Instagram, and it's all of it. Nothing is private anymore. You're right. Nothing at all. So if you're just signing on and you missed the announcement, I'm postponing Friday due to weather. The meet and greet is postponed due to weather. Update, Ernie is on his way home. So if you are just signing on, that is the update for tonight. I did message Robin Lane Lowe and asked her to join, but I don't think she's going to. Oh, how boring chiropractors are. But you married him. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yes, Tanya, I hope everybody stays safe too. They're calling for a 20-foot storm surge in some areas. That's insane. Whew. Exactly. That's why I don't have Alexa. I don't even like it when I talk to me. Could you imagine Alexa talking to me all the time? Oh my gosh, scary. 20-foot storm surge. 20 foot. Most of the homes on the coast, halfway up their house, even if they're on stilts, halfway up their house is 12 feet. So some of these houses, if the storage surge gets 20 feet, are going to be buried in ocean. And that to me is very sad. I always have felt bad for the people who have had to pack up and evacuate, leaving behind their home. Like, that is just so sad to me. Lynette Yoder, who's on YouTube, she's a Mennonite, former Amish, raised Amish, beautiful woman, beautiful family, love her. Her mom, she's in Florida, and her mom's house and dad's house was destroyed this last hurricane. Destroyed. She shared it all on her channel. So sad. And I bet they're scared right now, because she's always at the beach, so they live near the water. And then there's like a stream, or there's a waterway near her parents' house. Yeah. Ryan Hall said, if you're a stone throw away from a body of water, or from where it has, like he said that there's people in Kentucky where he's at, where they said they lived in, we lived here for, 50, 60 years. We've never had flooding, that were affected by floods. And he said, with the amount of water that's coming in with the storm, if you are a stone throw, like if you're anywhere near water and you can throw a stone to where that water has reached, evacuate. That's what he said. So like if it reached to like the sidewalk of your house and you can throw a stone and hit that sidewalk, you need to evacuate. That's what he's saying. There's a woman here. Here's somebody here in our neighborhood, because we lose power too due to ice. And they had a whole house generator installed in their property. Do any of you guys have that? I want to look into that and see how much that cost. Like, how does that work? How does a whole house generator work? I don't understand. Yes. I love her. The kids are so cute. The baby girls are so cute. Lynette's little girls. Did you see the alligator encounter? Oh my goodness. You have one, Sheila? How do they work? Are they on solar? Like, I don't understand. Gas? How do they work? I don't understand. And if that was underwater, it wouldn't work, right? Like, if you got flooded? I don't understand. I'm not in California, Kathy. I'm in Tennessee. I used to live in California. And the cat and the fires are good. They're good. Yeah, my son was. He was very close to the one in Orange County, and it jumped over to Lake Elsinore. He was very close, but they're good. It's all good now. They're expensive. Okay, 8 to 9,000. Ay ay ay. Okay, it's connected to your gas line. Oh, okay. 10 grand. Oh, you know what? If I lived in an area like that, I guess I would I would invest. Nice. Yeah, I agree. I'm actually going to be doing some. I was just telling Ernie today with the prices the way they are. I am going to be doing, I'm going to take about $200. I'm going to buy dry goods. So if you guys do that, like prep your pantry, I don't want to buy stuff that we wouldn't eat. So I think I'm going to get like rice and beans and I can't do canned meat. I don't understand canned meat. I don't understand it. I don't. I don't understand canned fish. It just, I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I can't do canned meat. And I know that I can't. I can't do it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not a big meat eater anyway, so canned meat doesn't sound good to me. But I think I'm going to take about $200. I'm going to start this weekend and I'm going to start dry prepping. So, stuff to make tortillas, bread, rice, beans. I'll do canned tomatoes and canned chiles so we can have our salsa. Stuff that we'll eat. But I think I'm going to start prepping my pantry. I did this in California. It was amazing. I got a lot. It was when I first started my channel, and a lot of people loved it. I did a pantry prep. And then when we sold the house, I gave it all away because we were moving. So we were selling the house, and I was moving into the apartment with Ernie. So until we bought our house. So, all right, need drag, go, go, go. It was nice to chat with you too. You have to be prepared, especially in Florida. Yes, yes. Um, Yeah, I need to I want like canned vegetables and canned fruits and that kind of stuff and just have it in my pantry in case, I can't cook, that kind of stuff. And the prices, I'm worried they're going to go up again after the first. I'm a worry word about that stuff. I know we're not supposed to be. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of anything because I know God's got us and what's going to be is going to be, right? So I have faith, but you still got to prepare your home. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, I'm gonna do a pantry prep. I'll definitely prep that. I mean, I'll make the list with you guys. I will take you guys shopping with me. Um, oh, that's a good idea, Brandy. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good idea. 8 to 15,000. Fingers crossed on that one. Yeah. I never know if I'm allowed to say anything about that stuff on here because I don't know. But we're right here. We're right here. Ooh, Laura, that's good to know. Antiques, yes. You know what, though? Here's the thing. I don't need anything right now. I have to get to that room and start. I won't be here. I go figure. The neighborhood decided to do the neighborhood garage sale when I'm in Myrtle Beach. So I won't even be here. Um, Kathy, you've had earthquakes, Lisa? Have they been over 6? If they're not over 6, then don't freak out. It's funny because people, I remember remember the big one we had? Oh, it was Easter years ago. It was that big one in Mexico, and we were in San Diego. And so I think it was almost an 8. It was a 7 point something in Mexico. And it was a big one for us in San Diego. And we were at my sister-in-law's. It was on Easter. And their house sat at the street level in the front, and it was on stilts at the back because they had a backyard that canyoned, but they had it terraced into yards. But the back of their house sat on stilts. And so we were all like, in the family room, and there was like an opening into the kitchen, dining room area. So everybody was kind of, how family does. And all of a sudden, here it comes, the earthquake, and it wouldn't stop. So everybody, all of us, because we're all born and raised, we run to the opening of the family room kitchen. And I'm the first one. I'm the first one in the door jamb facing at the back of the house, and everybody's like lined up behind me. And I'm like, holy hell, if this house goes down, I'm the first one to go, and they're all going to fall on top of me. How'd that happen? And I felt so bad for my sister-in-law's cousin, his wife, because her husband's cousin's wife, because she is from Texas. She had never felt an earthquake. That was her very first earthquake. She was a mess. Oh my gosh, a mess. And we were like kind of laughing at her. But then when we realized that for us, it was scary for us. And we were born and raised with earthquakes. And then you take that and to somebody who's experienced an earthquake for the first time, then we felt so bad because we kind of thought she was joking at first because she was so dramatic, but she was petrified, and there's nowhere to go. When you get scared like that from an earthquake, there's nowhere to go. Like when my boys were babies, we had earthquakes, and I remember sleeping under the dining room table with them because I said if an earthquake happens in the middle of the night, at least we won't get killed by the ceiling. Yeah, the earth is no fun when it's moving, and there's different kinds of earthquakes in California. Yep, if it's under 5, we don't feel nothing. A 4.3. Well, depends on. Oh, there goes my hearing aid. It just died. Good thing I don't have to hear you guys. They're scary if they're big. And it depends on what kind, because there's the jolting ones, right, that jolt you. There's the rolling ones, and there's the swaying ones. So it really depends on which one. The earthquakes are not as. I would give me an earthquake over a tornado all day long. All day long. Give me an earthquake over a tornado. Night, Naomi. Randy, oh heck no. Good night, Paula. Love you. Take care, girl. Yes, at least you can prepare. Exactly. Exactly. And we can't prepare for tornadoes, and we have tornado season, and some are really loudly. So yeah, Gainesville. Ooh, I do. Melrose. I'll remember that, Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. Melrose Place. I'll remember that. Chino Hills. We have family in Chino Hills right now. Yeah, the tornadoes are no fun. I know like them. He will, Naomi, he will. Stop shaking the bed. Ugh. Yep. You're outside waiting. It's funny because before we moved to Tennessee, one of the places we were considering was Oklahoma. And so the area that we were considering, I joined the neighborhood page and I started asking people, and the people were so nice. There was like one guy commented, "Let us know when you guys get here to check it out. We'll have you guys over for a carne asada." You know, like they were all so nice. And he and I asked, I said, "What about the tornadoes?" I said, "Oh, we just sit on our front porch and watch them go by and throw our beer at it." And I thought, it's funny when you grow up, just kind of like the attitude I have towards earthquakes, people who grew up with tornadoes kind of have the same casual, um, all right, we'll see you tomorrow, or talk to you tomorrow. You get hurricanes on the Cape, yeah. It's unfortunate here on the East Coast. It's like, everybody has their weather. I don't know, the Gulf is, I feel bad for everybody in the Gulf, because it's like I feel like all that warm, those hurricanes are so attracted to that little pocket, and it's scary there. Oh, Southern people are amazing. I hope insurance doesn't go up for you guys too. Gainesville. Nurse, nice. We have a lot of doctors, nurses, or I shouldn't say doctors and nurses. We have a lot of people in the medical field. They could be dental, like technicians, or they could be, I don't know what they are, in the apartments where we're at. A lot of young professionals that live in there, and young adult college students. But it's not like a, woo-hoo party apartment complex. A lot of medical professionals that live in that apartment complex. Oh, Donna, you poor thing. Are you guys okay? Are you going to be are you, Donna, in the path of any of this weather? Good night, Laverne, because I thought about you today. I thought, oh my goodness, Donna is just finishing up all her repairs. Oh boy, Helen, I hope so too. All right, sweet friends, I'm going to let you go. Thanks so much. We are approaching an hour and a half. I want to thank everybody. Oh, what does Ernie do? Let me just answer that really quick. You live in Myrtle Beach? I'll be there October 24th. I'm excited. Hopefully no tornado. I mean, no tornadoes. Hopefully no hurricanes. I don't know why we planned it. We planned it when we thought it was going to be cooler. We didn't think hurricane weather. So hopefully. Ernie is in construction management. So his company manages construction builds, if that makes sense. All right, everybody stay safe. And if you are just joining me, I'm sorry, I'm leaving, but I wanted to let everybody know that I have postponed due to weather the meet and greet on Friday. So no meet and greet on Friday. It is postponed until further notice. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that again. So, sorry, guys. All right, good night, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Central Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, and 5 a.m. Pacific Time. New video. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, how do I get out of here? Oh my goodness. Let's see. There we go. Bye, guys.